छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
And now, the other big story through this whole week, a major language row suddenly emerged in Karnataka after controversial actor Kamal Haasan, who's been gifted a Rajya Sabha seat by the DMK, made a very controversial remark suggesting that Kannada was born out of Tamil. Protests against Kamal Haasan and his upcoming movie have intensified in Karnataka. However, when confronted today with the possibility of retracting his remarks and apologizing, Kamal Haasan says he will not apologize if he is not wrong.
அதில் தமிழிலிருந்து பிறந்தது தான் உங்கள் பாஷையும், ஆனால் நீங்களும் அதில் முற்படுவீர்கள்.
ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು, ಮಂಡ್ಯ, ರಾಮನಗರ, ಚಿತ್ರದುರ್ಗ. From the IT hub to the heartland, Karnataka is burning in protest. And the fire is aimed at one man, Kamal Haasan. His posters shredded, boycott calls blaring, and even threats to torch theatres. The reason, pro-Kannada activists accuse Kamal Haasan of hurting Kannada pride.
இது அந்த ஊரில் இருக்கும் என் குடும்பம், அதனால தான் அவர் இங்கே வந்திருக்காரு. அதனால தான் நான் பேச்சை ஆரம்பிக்கும் பொழுது நான் உயிரே உறவே தமிழே என்று ஆரம்பித்தேன். அதில் தமிழிலிருந்து பிறந்தது தான் உங்கள் பாஷையும், ஆனால் நீங்களும் அதில் முற்படுவீர்கள்.
They demand nothing less than a full apology or a full stop to his film's release.
ಅವನು ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂಥ ದುಡ್ಡು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಾದರೆ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅವನು ವಾಪಸ್ಸು ಆ ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಯಾವುದೇ ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರನ್ನ ಎದುರಾಕೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನುವ ಒಂದು ಸಂದೇಶವನ್ನು ಆ ನಿರ್ಮಾಪಕರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಆ ನಟನಿಗೆ ಕಮಲ್ ಹಾಸನ್ಗೆ ಕಳಿಸುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಂಚಿಕೆದಾರರು ಯಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಹೊರತು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮನವಿಗೆ ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ.
And now the Kannada Film Chamber of Commerce has dropped the hammer. Thug life officially banned in Karnataka. The message crystal clear. But Kamal Haasan, he's not backing down. No apology, no retreat, no remorse.
If I am wrong, I will apologize. If I'm not, I won't. It's my lifestyle. Please don't tamper with it.
Kamal Haasan has stoked the Kannada versus Tamil controversy at a time when the DMK, a party backing his Rajya Sabha candidature, is facing charge of Tamil language chauvinism vis-a-vis Hindi. So the question, is it a calculated move to add to the DMK's Tamil chauvinism? Is Kamal Haasan's stand one of principle or provocation? Is his defiance justified or is an apology long overdue?
Now, Chetan Kumar is a well-known actor. He's joining us from Bengaluru. He's a social activist also, known for his various roles in various films, very famous in Kannada and across Karnataka. And Ranjana Nachiyar is an actor. She's turned politician. She left the BJP on the Hindi issue and she's joined Vijay's party, TVK. She's for Kamal Haasan. Chetan, I presume, is anti-Kamal Haasan. I want to start with you, Ranjana. You know, to be patronizing to another state, another language, another culture is unacceptable. But to say that Kannada was born of Tamil, and now to say, I didn't mean it. What did he mean? Who talks like that? Why is it necessary to talk like that? Ranjana, can I get your response, please?
Yeah. Yeah, hi. Good evening. Actually, what Kamal Haasan has come to say is, historically, Tamil language is the origin of Dravidian languages. You can see the list: Greek, Hebrew, and Tamil and all that. And Kannada is not in that list. They are also ancestral languages, but not before Tamil. Only after Tamil, Kannada, Malayalam, Telugu, all these languages have derived from Tamil only. It is a fact we have to accept. And there is, if Kamal Haasan is a universal actor and he has great fans throughout the world, and if he is uttering a word, he will not do that without any research. And what is wrong in Kamal Haasan's statement?
Okay, so I will let
fact,
Chetan respond, but I would say that Kamal Haasan is not a historian. Kamal Haasan is not a linguist. Kamal Haasan has a habit of speaking more than he knows. And then saying, I didn't mean it. But he has heard sentiments of people. Maybe he's doing this to keep the DMK happy because they've given him a Rajya Sabha seat.
No, not at all. We need not get into that politics. And people like us, we are making it a big issue and creating a language that is not good for our neighbors, cousins like Malayalis, Canadians, Telugu. We are all like friends. When we are facing some disaster, they come
he
here
always
to
tries to divide
and,
North, South, Hindi, non-Hindi, South Indian, Dravidian, non-Dravidian. He's only creating a divide. He's a good actor, but a very divisive man. I'll let Chetan respond. Chetan.
Arnab, thanks for having me. First of all, this is not a Kannada versus Tamil conflict.
Statement.
This is a conflict between truth and lies.
Only fat with
and what Kamal Haasan has said, he said that Kannada is derived from Tamil. Tamil is almost like a mother of sorts. This is factually inaccurate. This is a shameless, barefaced lie. See, Tamil and Kannada and Telugu and Malayalam are sibling languages, sister languages, brother languages, cousin languages. If you look at it historically, and linguistic scholars, Tamil politicians, as well as other people have been speaking about Robert Caldwell. Robert Caldwell in 1856, in his book, he writes about how Tamil is the mother of all languages. He also writes about Aryans are racially superior, which means Europeans and upper caste than Dravidians. So you should believe that. But that, since 170 years, has been debunked over the past 100 years. Mr. Kamal Haasan is not speaking with facts. Mr. Kamal Haasan has no understanding of linguistic science, and the problem is, these Tamil leaders don't either. The problem is, even though he is wrong, even though he has made this statement that is factually inaccurate and unwarranted and false, he doesn't have the humility to accept that and accept his mistake and correct his words. Instead, he professes some kind of moral high ground. There's a certain arrogance. We all respect him as an actor. But as a thinker, as a leader, he is very flawed and very problematic, and ideologically, I'm not convinced with that. So even I'm getting calls and messages from a lot of activist-minded, conscientious people in Tamil Nadu youth who are saying, we don't agree with Kamal Haasan's statements.
Really?
They are false and unwarranted. But it's these leaders who are using jingoistic ideology to kind of promote their language at the expense of truth. And this is problematic, and it is not. And they are the ones that are the Tamilians. We respect Tamil language. I'm a big fan of Periyar, and Periyar is a Kannada mother tongue who built the Dravidian movement. We respect that. But at the same time, lies should not be put forward, and there must be updated. These leaders must be updated.
And of course, we respect Tamil language, Tamil culture. But Ranjana, I'll just open the lines for a bit. I'll take two callers. I don't know if you know, Ranjana, but Kannada is one of the major Dravidian languages. It has a documented history going back over 2,000 years. It evolved from Proto-Dravidian. I'm reading from reports.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? No, 1 minute. The earliest known Kannada inscription, Kannada inscription, which is the Halmidi inscription, dates to 450 BC. Right?
Yes, yes.
So it is a classical language of the country. It has huge historical and cultural significance. Now, I do not understand why Kamal Haasan can't say sorry. He's so egoistical. Ranjana. Why can't he say sorry?
I will not accept your point. This is a point not to discuss about Kamal Haasan's character or ego and all that. This is a point where we need to accept the real fact. He has spoken the fact which we need to accept.
No, you are trying to create a hierarchy of languages, you know. Why? What is the fact? You have said Kannada has no identity of its own and that it is born out of Tamil. Why do you talk like that? Because you have been given a ticket by the DMK.
But that is fact, right? We can't hide facts for years. That is the fact. We need to accept,
linguistic scholars over the past 100 years.
Open some calls.
I want some proof.
Yeah.
You want what kind
of proof? All linguistic scholars have debunked the idea that Tamil is a mother language. It is completely accepted in the past 100 years that these are sibling languages. Kannada has developed on its own, same Proto-Dravidian roots, but they are independently developed languages. And there's some cultural links that has happened, but they are independent languages. In fact, spoken language, we can't even say Tamil is older than Kannada. But written, I will accept there might be an older kind of heritage in Tamil literarily. But spoken, we cannot say Tamil is older. There's no evidence for that.
They can be called sister languages.
Yes, sister languages.
But you can't say one is born out of the other.
That's a lie.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, Kamal Haasan might have told that it's a sister language.
He didn't say that. He didn't say that. Nobody would object if he said that.
He may be told.
Lines on. Yeah?
Yeah, maybe he might have told with the slip of tongue. I don't know why he has told in that way. But Kamal Haasan never Kamal Haasan never hate Kannadigas or Malayalis or anyone. He loves everyone, everywhere. He is a universal actor that you cannot refuse. And why do we need to imposing one language into others?
Because important linguists like Dr. P.V. Krishnamurthy, a very recognized and celebrated linguist, epigraphist, he says none of the languages are born out of the other. They developed as distinct branches from Proto-Dravidian, with similarities in grammar, word formation, vocabulary. Like there is a similarity between Assamese and Bengali. Do you understand?
And also Mr. Kamal Haasan says...
Well, one is not born of the other.
Yeah.
Also Mr. Kamal Haasan says, I said this out of love. I am not saying when he spoke, he said it out of malice or hate. And Karnataka people have also never expressed any hate towards Kamal Haasan. But either way, even if he said it out of love like he proclaims, what he said was factually inaccurate and false.
Okay, we'll take our first caller, Vedike from Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Vedike?
Good evening, Arnab.
Good evening, Vedike. What do you think?
See, Kamal Haasan I think some utter nonsense and we are all used to it and this is what happened. When he floated his Makkal Needi Mayyam party a couple of years back, he rattled in front of all those assembled there saying that his party was primarily floated to root out corruption. Now, with that motive, he asked many people to join his party. Many people stayed. And once they, knew his dubious motive, many of them deserted his party and ran off. Now, he has not made even a speck of an impact with his party in Tamil Nadu politics. He is desperate to get his Rajya Sabha seat for which he
This is out exactly, Vedike. I think it's out of desperation. I've got Balasubramaniam from Bengaluru. What do you think, Mr. Balasubramaniam?
Good evening, Arnab. Kannada, being a Kannadiga, we are all proud of Kannada language. And Kamal Haasan being one of the star actors, he should learn to respect every language. He has earned even acting in Kannada movies. And many of his movies are being watched by many people in Karnataka. And it was an unnecessary controversy that he has created. And in fact, India has so many languages. And if you see it, most of the countries, they're having only one language.
I think he's obliged to the DMK, so he has to take this line, Mr. Balasubramaniam. Our last caller, Dr. Vaishali Shinde from Kolhapur.
Hello.
Hi, Dr. Vaishali.
Hi. Should I continue?
Yes, please.
See, Arnab, I'm also a linguist, and definitely throughout India, the research is going on with reference to Dravidian also and Devanagari also. So unnecessarily to create such kind of chaos, and this lady is straightforwardly refusing that no, Kamala
Ranjana,
didn't say that. Please, for God. Okay, accept it. And similarly, if you don't know anything about languages in India, don't come and sit here to just insult one or other language.
Ranjana ji, would you like to respond? Dr. Vaishali feels that since you are not experts in linguistics, you should not make a political statement on things like this.
That's true. I am not an expert, you are not an expert. Nobody is expert in linguists, right? We need not argue about this.
She is.
And therefore,
nobody is expert to talk about this actually.
Throughout India, this research is still going on. You cannot just deny yourself. You cannot deny what exactly is the truth, and you cannot deny what I didn't say also. For God's sake, accept it. You are not a linguist, accept it.
Everyone, all three. Well, I think Dr. Vaishali is making a point here that this should be left to domain experts. I agree. It's not for actors or politicians to comment on. The problem is, Chetan, Ranjana ji, that Kamal Haasan feels he knows everything about everything. That is his fundamental issue. And I don't think when you have a public following, you need to be more responsible about what you say. I thank you both very much. We love both the languages. We have run a very successful channel in Karnataka, and we hope to even come to Tamil Nadu one day. I think we should all be coming together in the spirit of nationalism. I thank you very much, Ranjana and Chetan, for joining me. Ladies and gentlemen, I personally think that one of the biggest challenges of the country is that there are huge battles, internal and external, from Maoists to infiltrators to Pakistan. There is a huge national security churn going on in India. This is a unique moment. I believe the next 2 or 3 years, we need to completely unite in national interest. I'll connect the dots when I'm back at 9, and we'll debate why I feel you can either be for or against the country now. There is no grey area. When I'm back.
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सबको मजेदार बने।